there has been so much social media shakeup this week with Facebook changing its algorithm, Instagram doing whatever it's doing, and then of course YouTube and the whole demonetization thing. So many of my clients and the people that follow me have been saying, oh my gosh, I got demonetized, I'm in a complete panic mode. I mean, it is literally like clutch your pearls kind of scenario where people just don't know what to do. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna go live. I'm going to answer some of your questions, but I'm also going to give you some tips on how to get that monetization back again. So that is what this video is. You're going to see the live stream. There's some people that ask questions inside of here. If you're ever interested in participating in the live streams and asking questions like in real time, then you want to be a part of the A-List Entrepreneurs, and I will have a link to that down below. Also, if you are new to me, then I would love, love, love for you to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. So the next part of the video you will see is the live stream, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Look at this, people messaging me. YouTube shook my foundation today. I know you're waiting. I'm right here. I'm right here. She messaged me and said, YouTube shook my foundation. I'm waiting to hear about this. Okay. So we're going to talk about YouTube demonetization, because I really want you guys to get to the point where YouTube, they're not demonetizing your videos. Hey, Cassandra, Destiny, Brittany. So I'm going to talk about how to avoid demonetization, or a lot of you guys have been demonetized not because you've done something wrong, but because of just the new YouTube rules. So we're going to talk about that, and then I'm going to answer your questions. Some people left some questions inside of my Facebook post from earlier. So I'm going to pull that up right now. Just give me a second. I probably should have been well prepared for this and not like eating pizza. But I was hungry. It's been a very long day. So I need to eat something. But I'm glad that you guys are here. Okay. So I'm just going to go to the comment section so that I have all of the questions kind of available to me. Hey, Dr. G. Hey, Theron. Hey, everybody who's joining. If you're joining on the live stream, thank you, thank you. The replay of this will not stay in A-List. I'm going to go ahead and throw it up on my YouTube channel just to give other people an opportunity to, you know, I know. People are asking, when is the live stream started? I know. I'm sorry. It's here. I'm late. I was hungry. Forgive me. Okay. So, hey, Christian. Oh, thank you. Oh, let me show you guys this before we get started. So this is actually one of Vivian. Is this a sponsor? If you're here, is this a sponsor from Midday Mogul? So if you are in Miami, Vivian and I are speaking at Midday Mogul on Thursday. I posted it. Where did I post it? I think on my Instagram stories. And anyway, I threw away the box, but this is the company Hype, and these are natural plant-based like nail polish colors. And so this is in the color Sun of May, but then they also have these other ones. So I'm testing them out, and I gotta tell you, it's actually stayed on my nails pretty good. I've only had it on for 2 days, but my nail polish chips. So anyway, hey AJ, so here it is. Here's the nail color. This is actually a nail color that I've been looking for like years, because I could not find like a mustard yellow. But anyway, side note. All right, let's dive into this YouTube thing. So a lot of you guys have been getting the demonetization email. Let me first start off by saying a lot of YouTubers are being demonetized not because they're not like getting the views or whatever. They're getting demonetized because they're going against the rules. YouTube is really, really cracking down on things like profanity. If you guys don't already know, the Paul Logan, that's his name, right? Paul Logan? Yeah, the Paul Logan scandal, where he was filming a YouTube video, and he was filming it in Suicide Forest in Japan, and he happened to film a dead body, and then he laughed about it. Right, so now, I mean, since then, YouTube is, I mean, they've already split ties with him or whatever, but they're definitely cracking down on anything that is not compliant with their terms and conditions, meaning the kind of content that you can put. So if it's too vulgar, too like icky, curse words, nudity, you know, tons of profanity, or, you know, is degrading in some way, then they are going to demonetize you, and very well might even just take that video off of the platform entirely. So I don't think any of you guys had that as a problem of demonetization. I think you guys have the problem of the new rules. So let me take you way, way back. Come back with me on a trip to, I don't know, 2011 or so, as my camera gets a little bit blurry. So back in the day, when I first started YouTube, nobody was monetized. Like, it was like when somebody would get monetized, it was a celebration for the entire community because no one was getting monetized on YouTube. No one was a YouTube partner other than like super duper big people. I mean, you had to be like, you know, like you had to have like 1 million subscribers to be monetized because it just wasn't a thing. And then eventually, you know, more people got on the platform and it started to get more popular, and then they would monetize individual videos. And that was like a huge celebration. Like whenever like you'd get a video or a message from YouTube saying, hey, your video is now you know, eligible for monetization, you were excited, right? I don't know what the threshold was. Back then, they didn't have specific numbers, at least nothing that they would release to the public. I'm sure they had some benchmarks internally, but they wouldn't tell you. You would just get like this email that would say, your video is eligible for monetization. And you'd be like, woohoo, I'm so excited. I can still remember the first video that was eligible for monetization from my YouTube channel. And then at some point, they started to roll out something called multi-channel networks, where one network would essentially own a whole bunch of YouTube channels, and then you could get monetized or you could have partnership through the multi-channel or the multi-channel network. So things like Style Hall, I'm trying to think of like the more popular ones. Style Hall, that's really the only one that I know but I'm I was a beauty and lifestyle vlogger at the time, and that one was the most popular. So the majority of beauty vloggers and lifestyle vloggers signed on to Style Hall. But the problem was that when you signed on to a multi-channel network, they would take a proceeds. You were monetized because you were a partner, but they would take a proceeds of your whatever you agreed upon, 20% or 30% or whatever the case was. Then YouTube said, you know what, we are just going to monetize everybody. Everyone is going to have the opportunity to apply for partnership, right? As long as they make a video and then we do all the background stuff that we need to do, then they are allowed to apply for monetization. Everybody can be a YouTube partner. So then the multi-channel networks stopped getting all of the small-time YouTubers with, 1,000 to 3,000 subscribers because, they could just monetize on their own, but they would keep the bigger name celebrities on YouTube because they would get the big partnerships for them. So they kind of operated as like a YouTube manager, so to speak, or like an agent to get like some of the big contracts. So when I was with the multi-channel network, that's when I got some of the bigger contracts that I got when working with YouTube. But eventually, when I changed my business model and all that stuff, or when I decided that sometime back in 2014, I was like, I don't really want to be a part of this multi-channel thing anymore. I'm not even sure if this is what I want to do, in terms of just beauty vlogging and stuff. So I'm gonna get rid of the multi-channel, whatever, and then I'm just going to monetize myself, partner with YouTube myself, because now anybody can be a YouTube partner, and then figure it out. So that's what I did. And so everyone was allowed to be YouTube partners. Then last year they decided, okay, everyone's not allowed to be YouTube partners. You need to have at least 10,000 views, right? So they made that as a criteria. And so a lot of people were denied monetization simply because they didn't have those numbers. Then more recently, so I'm giving you kind of a timeline of how this works. More recently, YouTube said, you know what, 10,000 views, it's not actually what we want to measure. We want to measure watch time. And there is a video, a live stream somewhere inside of the A-List Entrepreneurs that I did probably maybe a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago, maybe 8 months ago, because I had a conversation with my YouTube manager, my person at YouTube specifically, because we talk on a quarterly basis, and he said, YouTube is not measuring number of views or subscriber numbers. What they care about is watch time. The longer you can keep somebody on your channel, the longer you can keep somebody on your content, the better. So YouTube is not actually taking a look at, all of these subscriber numbers that people are talking about, or even this 10,000 view thing, which was interesting to me because I was like, well, why would that be a criteria for monetization if it's not even what you're looking for? They care about watch time. So now that we know they care about watch time, in order to monetize a video on your YouTube channel, you need to have 4,000 hours. Remember this, and those of you who got the email, hey, Dr. Neek, 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months. If you have not gotten 4,000 hours in the last 12 months, then you will be demonetized. Now, granted, you can reach those numbers, and once you get it, then you can apply for monetization, you can have things being reviewed and all that stuff. And there's a lot of things on the back end. Like now YouTube favors the fact, or they want you, or they're gonna give you priority, I would say, to Google ads that are manually reviewed. Like sometimes I'll upload a video. I wish I had an example, but I haven't uploaded in a while. So you'll upload a video and it'll give you like either a green monetization or a yellow monetization. When it's a yellow monetization, it's like, this is under review. We're not exactly sure if it's appropriate for a YouTube audience. Click here for manual review. And then you click the manual review, and then in like 12 hours, they'll email you back and say, okay, yeah, you're fine. You didn't curse or show any dead bodies or, you know, do surgery on YouTube or anything like that. So you're fine. But YouTube will give priority ads. So moving forward in the future, just know that they will give priority ads to those videos that have received manual review. But for those of you who are in the process of just trying to get to that monetization space, I'm going to give you five tips here, five things that you can do that are really going to help you get there faster. Because when you look at it, like when I saw that, when Vivian posted it earlier, and I was like, 4,000 hours, like I feel like for a beginner YouTuber, that's a lot. Now, once you have a consistent following on YouTube and stuff like that, like it's fine. Like I think I calculated my hours and I get 4,000 hours in like 6 weeks. Like that's how long it takes me. So my goal is really to get to those 4,000 hours in a month. That's just my own personal YouTube goal. But as it stands right now, it takes me about 6 weeks to reach 4,000 hours. But we want you to get to that 4,000 hours quickly and as soon as possible, because YouTube is getting very, very serious. Like this is not the first change that we're going to see this year. I can tell you that right now. We're going to see a lot of changes, and we already know that the social media shakeup with the Facebook algorithm and Instagram and all these things, like people freak out. But the YouTube one, I think, makes people freak out even more because they actually send you an email and they're like, actually, no, right? And that, I mean, that'll cut you to the core. It's like, oh, you know, clutch my pearls kind of, you know, that feeling, you know, that I'm sure that some of you guys have felt. See, look, Vivian rocked her foundation because it will. So it's different than like the Facebook algorithm because no one's sending you like a Mark Zuckerberg isn't like, and actually we're not going to show anybody your stuff, you know. But even with the Facebook and the Instagram, like people are all over the place. I think it's actually more important to take a look at what YouTube is doing. And I may be saying this from a biased perspective because I'm a YouTuber, but I also know that Google, I mean, when it comes to internet, like Google's like the boss. Like we think social media is the boss, we think Facebook is the boss. No, actually Google is, because Google, like if Google just shut down one day, I think we would all be just like, oh gosh, what are we gonna do now? So Google's actually the boss, and Google owns YouTube. And if you want to be socially searchable, that means you have to get off of Facebook and you have to get off of Instagram to create YouTube videos. Like you have to create content that is searchable, not just within the platform. Yes, if I go into Instagram and I look up the hashtag, I might find your video or I might find your post, but there are like 5 million other posts with the same hashtag. So the chances of me finding one person, specifically you, in that is very slim to none. If I go to Facebook, like Facebook is not a search engine anyway. Like no one's going to Facebook and typing in how to change a tire. Like no one is doing that on Facebook. So you just don't become searchable there. However, I've said this multiple times, but when it comes to branding, personal branding, if you want to be a brand in the online space, be Googleable. The best way to be Googleable is to make YouTube videos. You really only need to make one really, really good YouTube video that kind of goes viral, but not really. When I say go viral, I don't mean like everyone's sharing it. I mean that this particular content is the answer to everybody's question in your industry. If you can create that one video, you've got solid gold on your hands. So hopefully the tips that I give you today will help you figure out what that one video is going to be and also help you get to that 4,000 hours. Okay, great. So AJ, we're going to talk about this on the next call. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for the hearts because it shows me that you're listening and you care. And I'm not talking to myself, so thank you. All right. Number one, how to get that video, like the video that everybody's looking at. The biggest kind of video in the YouTube space right now is a how-to video. If you do not have a how-to video, then the chances of you being searchable is very low. And when I say a how-to video, it has to be really, really strategic. It has to be something that not a lot of people have necessarily created good content on, but a lot of people are searching for, right? So let me give you an example. If you're a makeup artist, look at it, I know you are. If you're a makeup artist and you create a how to do a smoky eye video, that's not going to get as much traction than maybe if, you know, Beyonce just did a cover of Marie Claire and then you do a video that says how to Beyonce makeup Marie Claire cover or something like that. Like, it has to be so specific to what people are looking for. And 70% of all the videos being watched come from searched for content, meaning it is not from your subscribers. This is why YouTube does not actually care about your subscribers or the number of subscribers you have. They care about watch time, because the number of people that are searching for videos on YouTube, or the number of people that are clicking on videos, are coming from searches, not from actual subscribers of your channel. The majority of people that are seeing your stuff, that means, are new people. This is a tremendous opportunity for online entrepreneurs. If you're an online entrepreneur and you don't have a large following on YouTube necessarily, but you just make that one really, really good video and you have a content upgrade in it, meaning that they can get on your email list and you can send them through a sales funnel, gold mine. You have the opportunity to really connect with new people every single day, because 5 billion people are watching video, 5 billion YouTube videos are being watched every single day. So you need to be at least one, right? If you can be 100 of those videos, then that's great. If you can be 500 of those videos, even better. But let's just get you to be one of the 5 billion people, right? So how-to videos. Figure out what it is your people are asking for the most. Create amazing content on that, and then just keep creating content on the same thing, you know, in different formats, right? So let's say you're, I don't know, let's say you're a candlestick maker or candle maker, right? How to create a vanilla candle, how to create a soy candle, how to create a key lime pie candle, how to, like, you just start to do a lot of how-to videos, because those are the most popular, and they're going to get you, you know, pings. People are going to ping you more because they're searchable, and you're going to show up on the first page of Google or on the first page of a YouTube search, which really is valuable real estate. For those of you, especially for those of you who have businesses, who are entrepreneurs, like, please, 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 whatever you, like, just don't do what everyone else is doing. Just don't do it. I can't say it, like, don't, just because it worked for somebody and they did the same video 3 years ago, right? It doesn't mean it's going to work today. You have to figure out your edge. What is your edge? What's your competitive advantage? Make a video on that. Use your personality. Don't be somebody else, right? Don't try and steal somebody else's sauce. Just create your own. Be yourself and start attracting people who actually are naturally attracted to who you are and how you deliver content. So that's the first one. How-to videos will get you there faster. The more how-to videos you can make, the faster you're going to reach that 4,000 hours. Got it? Look at it, says my motivation for confidence is really like, yeah, yes, you do have, because that is something that's new and unique. There's not a lot of people that talk about that. There's a ton of people that do smoky eye videos, right? I have my own smoky eye video on YouTube as well. Like, there's a ton of people that do smoky eyes. Not a ton of people that are maybe doing the confidence thing, or like those like more personal development. Like, there's really not a lot of personal development people on YouTube, by the way. Like, if you're a life coach or in the personal development world, in the professional, there's just not a lot of people. The biggest sectors of YouTube right now: tech, people who do tech reviews; gamers, people who like literally sit and play video games; beauty, the beauty industry, the beauty and lifestyle industry. Those are like the three heavy hitters on YouTube. Anything outside of that, pretty much fair game. Like, when it comes to personal development, executive coaching, executive leadership development stuff. There's a lot of health and wellness people, but not a lot of health and wellness people that do it very well, at least not that I've seen. Like, the ones that I've seen have kind of just been doing it for a long time, not necessarily they've been doing it well. So I think that there's just opportunity in all of those spaces. How-to videos is the way to go. Okay, the next thing that we're going to talk about, and I have these written down because I don't want to forget them. The next thing, so after your how-to video, when you create the how-to video, you have to optimize it properly. And people ask me this all the time. Well, how do I get more views on my video? Optimize it, right? If 70% of the videos that are being watched are coming from strangers, then 70% of the videos that the video views that you get will come from strangers, but you have to it's your responsibility to get in front of those people. Like YouTube isn't just gonna know naturally what you're talking, actually they kind of do, but you have to do your due diligence. So here are the 4 areas. Really it's like, yeah, 5 areas of a YouTube video that you really need to pay attention to. You have to write this down. Everybody get a pen. Get a pen. Why don't I have water? Because I'm thirsty. Okay, get a pen. Okay, number 1, the first thing when you're uploading a YouTube video to your channel is you want the title of the video file, I've said this before, the title of the video file to be the actual name of what the video is about, right? Specifically, remember, what kind of videos are we creating? How-to videos, right? So the title of the file is how to, whatever, make yellow nail polish. I don't know. How to. So that's the title of the file. The second part is going to be the actual title of the video. So once the video is uploaded, or as it's uploading, you can kind of make all these adjustments. And the first adjustment that you're going to make is the title of the video. So whatever the name of the file is, you're now going to add in the title, the same title, how to, right? So that's the second part. The third part is going to be in the description section of the video, and I cannot tell you how many people neglect this. They will literally go in and be like, this video is about me, period. And that's like the end, or whatever. This video is about my shoes, and that's it. Like, they won't say anything else. That description section needs to read like a blog post. The more information you can put in there, specifically the more content-rich information you can put inside there, the better your video is going to be scored when it comes to SEO. So you have to fill that out, and you have to fill it out like it is your job, because you know what? It is. So fill that up properly. This video is about how to, so you're going to repeat that same thing. This video is about how to do this. If there's other things, like sometimes when I can't think of other keywords, I will type in something like, a lot of people ask me how to do blah, or they will ask me how to do blah. So do you see what I did? I just created a whole bunch of different how-tos, because I can only title my video one thing. But in the description section, I'll say, people ask me how to do this. Some people ask me how to do this. Some people will ask me how to do this. So I've now created like 5 different how-to, you know, topics or whatever, put them in the description so that Google SEO can read that. What you cannot do is you can't just like list out keywords like banking, finance, money, wealth. You can't say that, but in the description you can say, people often ask me, how do you get wealthy? Some other people will ask me, how does finance play a role in your business? Like, think of whatever it is people are Googling, and you have to think about it in the specific way that they are Googling. So if you're making a video on like social media, for example, don't just write, people ask me about social media. You'll say, people ask me, how do you grow a following on social media? Some people will ask me, how do you make money on social media? So think about every permutation that can be Googled, and you want to try and use those phrases as much as possible in the description. But you have to write it out in paragraph form. You can't just like make a list of things, okay? So description, super important. And then at the bottom, this is also important, and people neglect this too. At the bottom of the description, give people a way to contact you. Don't just put a period and then move on with life. If they want to visit your website, if they want to send you an email, if they want to follow you on Instagram, what is it? Right? So I would put that in the description. The next thing I would put in the description is common, like if you posted other videos before, other like popular videos that you have. That is called backlinking, right? So now anytime a link to another YouTube video pops up somewhere else on the internet, it is called a backlink. So you want to backlink whatever, like sometimes I'll say, here is a video on, if I do a video on Instagram, maybe, right? I might put a video in the description box that says, I also have a video on Facebook, click here. That is a backlink, right? So anytime that link goes somewhere on the internet, that is called a backlink. Another great place where you can backlink something is on your blog, but we'll talk about that in another place, because YouTube is actually scoring and it's calculating how many shares or how many backlinks exist on the internet, because Google owns everything. And if Google can find a backlink somewhere, it will. And that's what I'm telling you, Google is so powerful. We think that Facebook is, and Facebook is all knowing. Google knows more. They just haven't actually let you know that they know more, but really they do. So all of those little links to other videos, like put those inside of the description box, obviously as it's related to that video. So if you do a video on Instagram, but you did a video on Facebook last week, here's my video to Facebook if you're interested. If you did a video on, you know, red nail polish and now you're doing a video on yellow nail polish, here's my video on red nail polish. I posted it last week here. So all of those, again, the point here is to keep people on you. And now I have another thing that I have to talk about. Sorry, I need to write it down so I don't forget. The point is to keep people on your content. So when you have a lot of related content pieces like that, you want them to be able to see it, right? So keep that in mind. So anytime you have other videos, put those in the description box as well. Any frequently asked questions that you typically get for your business that you've created content on, that's going to go inside your description box. That description box needs to be like full. I don't know how many characters it allows. I want to say like 10,000 characters, maybe more. Maybe it's like 100,000 characters. I don't know. It's a lot, but I've never actually filled the entire thing because I know that it can be dense, right? So, and as much as possible, write as much as you can in that description. The next part is going to be the keywords. And this is actually the second, like it's the title, the order of importance is really title, keywords, description. But I'm just showing it to you in order of how it shows up on your dashboard. So title is first, then description, then the keywords. In the keywords section, the first thing you want to do is take the title of the video and put it in the keywords. That bumps your SEO score up. Put the title of the video in the keywords, just as it's written. How to, that goes inside of the keyword. That's number one. Then again, any other permutations that you can think of that people are asking for, that goes in the keywords. And then you may want to do like other like smaller words, social media, wealth, finance, right? If there's a really popular guru that people follow, put that person. So maybe you're doing a money video, right? And you want to put like Dave Ramsey, or you're referring to Dave Ramsey inside of your video, put Dave Ramsey inside the keywords. Do not put keywords in the keyword section that have nothing to do with the video. That will work against you, right? So if you are not talking, if you don't mention Dave Ramsey, or you don't mention Oprah or something, but you're putting that in the keywords because you think, oh, lots of people are searching for Dave Ramsey, lots of people are searching for Oprah, right? And you put it in the keywords, but your video has nothing to do with it because you're talking about yellow nail polish, that's going to be a strike against you. YouTube, Google, they don't like it. So only use keywords that are relevant to your particular video. Title as a sentence. You can't really have I've never seen a keyword as being too long. I've seen you can have too many tags, right? Like too many tags, because in the tag section or the keyword section, you can only have 5,000 characters there. So it's not that one particular keyword or one particular tag is too long, it's that there are too many characters. So you have to get rid of the characters because you can only have 5,000. But you can literally have just one entire long flowing. But each keyword should be like one thing. So like wealth, money mindset, wealth, that's one. Money mindset, that's one. How to have a healthy money mindset, that's one, right? So all of those are individual. Okay, cool. So where are we so far? We got name of video, title, we have description, we have keywords. The next thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have a really good thumbnail. Thumbnails, I mean, people are visual and they're like attracted to, like the first thing that they see. But if the first thing they see is like, like don't have a thumbnail that looks like this, is what I'm saying. Like no one's going to click on that. Like, you know what I mean? Like smile pretty. What I do before my videos is I smile and then I grab a screenshot of that, and then that will be my thumbnail. And I actually will spend like a good, some of you guys know this, I'll spend like a good minute and a half, like literally. Okay, this hair has got to go to the other side because it's driving me nuts. I'll spend like a minute and a half, like literally posing. Like posing in front of the camera. One, it loosens you up. It makes you laugh at yourself because I'm like, I look ridiculous. But also, it gives you a lot of options to choose from, and I will use those for my video thumbnail. And you can create a video thumbnail for free. I use Photoshop, but you can create a video thumbnail for free inside of Canva. You can even do it on your phone. There's tons of apps that you can do it from your phone, but have a really good thumbnail preferably one where you're smiling, or obviously if it's a sad video, then don't be smiling. But give them like a little teaser text of what it could be about. And the teaser text doesn't have to be the same as the title, by the way, like that. So that's kind of, if you want to say something in the title, but it's too long, then you can put that in the thumbnail instead. And so, or you can have the same thing, either or, it doesn't matter. Just make sure that it's nice, it's branded. Like, you have to remember, like, this 70% of videos or videos being watched are searched for content, meaning that they are new to you. You really do want to make the best impression that you possibly can, and that starts with a really good thumbnail. It really, really does. So be mindful of that thumbnail. And then side note, when you have so many different weird poses that you've done in front of the camera, you can also use those for other social media posts like Instagram. And I save them, like every single one, I just kind of save them in a Google Drive. And then when I'm like, oh, I need a picture for something and I don't have anything, I'll just pull one of those. So a lot of the pictures that you guys see like of me are not necessarily pictures that somebody else took. It's literally me sitting in front of my camera posing before I created a video, and then I just took a still of it and then I use it for social media posts. A lot of the ones that I put inside of the Facebook group are that. Yeah, how to make a candle. Yes, soy, exactly. No. How to, yes, what Teresa, the second one, how to, like separate words, how to make a candle. How is somebody going to Google it? So that is like your litmus test. When somebody goes to Google, how are they typing it in the search bar? However they type it. If they normally type it as one word, then you're going to type it as one word. But typically they're normally going to type in how, space, to, space, you know what I mean? So however it is they are searching for it in Google, that is how it's going to appear. I think I just spit like all over my computer. That is how it is going to appear in your keywords and as the title of your video and the title of the video file, right? And in the same way, you want the thumbnail file to also be the title of the video. Sometimes I will also put my last name or like my entire name, like Tracy Timberlake, or sometimes I'll do like Dr. Tracy Timberlake. Sometimes I will also do that for the thumbnail and for the video file. I'll just put my name there, and that's just for SEO purposes, but not necessary. But if somebody happens to be looking for what I said specifically, then it'll show up easier, right? So you can do that. All right, so that number one, how-to videos. As a matter of fact, everybody needs to do a how-to video. I don't want to see anybody doing any other videos other than how-to videos for the next month. No one's allowed to do any other video other than how-to videos for the next month. That is everybody's assignment. Number two, optimize your content. That is titles, keywords, description, tags, and the title of the video and the title of the thumbnail. The next one, okay, this is one that not a lot of people do, but we're going to do it because it's how it rolls. Staggering. Now remember, 4,000 hours is what you need to reach, right? And so I'm going to try to explain this properly. This may be a long live stream, and I apologize in advance because we're already 30 minutes in, and I'm like halfway through. So, and I haven't even gotten to the questions. All right, so you want to stagger your video length, right? So some videos are going to be short, and some videos are going to be long. So you're going to have some like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nothing more than 7 minutes. You're going to have some shorter micro content pieces. That is really going to attract the people that are on Google who are quickly searching for something. They're like, how to change a tire. Boom, 3 minutes, great. I'm gonna learn how to change a tire in 3 minutes. Bam, I'm clicking that, I'm watching it, done, right? So that's gonna capture a new audience. Now you have to make sure that every single one of those short micro content videos has like, don't forget to subscribe kind of thing. Like you wanna encourage those people to subscribe to your YouTube channel, because I'm showing you how to create like a video funnel. Like this is like a video subscription funnel. That's what we're gonna call it. Video subscription funnel. Short videos will attract a new viewer and you're going to encourage them to subscribe. Now there's a 30% chance, or the chance of them subscribing is 30% higher if you ask them to subscribe. So don't just let them go on their way, especially when you're just starting out with YouTube. Ask them to subscribe to your channel in the small, teeny tiny micro content videos, okay? That is number one. The second type of video you need to create is a long one. It needs to be a video that's like 20 minutes or longer. And here is my rationale. Before, I used to tell you only make short videos because that's what people are watching on YouTube. Yes, that's true, but that was before YouTube cared about watch time. Now YouTube is like, how long are people staying on your content? How long are they watching you? If they're watching you for a long period of time, we're going to bump you up in the SEO ratings because we want people to stay on your content, because if they're on your content, then they're on our platform. We can show them more ads, et cetera, et cetera. It's a win-win for everybody involved. People who are viewing, they get a win because they're entertained. They're learning something new. You're getting a win because you're increasing your watch time, your average watch time, and you might interact or engage with your subscribers. You're creating good content. It's a win for YouTube because they're selling ad space. And people are staying on their platform longer. So that's why you want to stagger some 4-minute videos, some 20-minute videos. Here's why. If somebody comes to your, let's say you create a video and it's 4 minutes and 10 people watch the entire 4 minutes, which doesn't happen, by the way. Most people will stay on your video for about 50% of the time. But let's say they watch 100% of a 4-minute video and you have 10 people doing that. So the 10 people watching a 4-minute video, right, is 40 minutes. So that is 40 minutes of watch time that you just accumulated. Let's say you have a 20-minute video and your subscribers, because the 20-minute video is really for your subscribers. It's not necessarily to attract new people. You have a 20-minute video and your subscribers love you because they're subscribed to your channel, right? So your subscribers love you, they're subscribed to your channel. They are going to watch all 20 minutes of that video, right? So 10 people, 10 of your subscribers are watching, there's something in my eye, 10 of your subscribers are watching a 20-minute video. That's 200 minutes. So do you see how having a 20-minute video, if you're trying to accumulate and kind of like get as many watch time hours as you possibly can, that 200 minutes is a lot more important than that 40 minutes. Is that making sense? Tell me if it's making sense. Please, please, please type inside of the chat, because I want to make sure that you get this. This is very, very important when it comes to YouTube. If you're trying to get to that 20 or that 4,000 hour mark, tell me if this is making sense, because if it's not, I'll explain it again. So just let me know. Let me know. I'm here. I really need water is what I need. I need like a Gaston is what I need. Okay, good. Making sense? Yes. So the 4-minute videos are designed, you want those to be like your best foot forward. Like, this is for people who have never seen you before. These are the how-to videos. These are the big how-to videos. The 4-minute ones, the ones that are attracting a new audience, you're going to ask them to subscribe. Once they are subscribed, you're now on the flip side going to create other content that is 20 minutes long, because now your subscribers are watching the 20-minute long video because they already love you. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to throw this live stream up on my YouTube channel, and my subscribers will watch this, and they'll watch a lot of it, right? So that's how I'm able to accumulate so many hours so quickly, is because my subscribers just watch my very long videos. And I've just come to the realization, listen, I just make long videos. Like, there's nothing I can do. I've tried. I've literally tried. I mean, I can make some short ones too. I used to do a segment called 2-Minute Tuesdays, and I would make like these little 2-minute videos. I don't do that anymore. Maybe I'll get back to it. I might start. But the point is that my subscribers will watch like 75% of a 45-minute video. So that increases that watch time, right? So now you have the best of both worlds. You're accumulating hours and watch time minutes from your existing subscribers because they are going to watch the long videos, but you're also attracting a new audience because they are more interested in the short micro content videos, okay? So make sure you get that. If you don't, type in the chat box. I'll explain it again, but I gotta keep going. All right, number 1, how-to videos. Number 2, optimize. Number 3, stagger your video length. Number 4, you have to make use of what YouTube is doing now, right? So they are rolling out new things, like they have the community tab. Make use of that community tab and start to build a community on YouTube. So here's what's interesting, is that Facebook is actually just, they threw in the towel. They're like, there's no way we can compete with YouTube. Like, this is why they went back to just, showing friends and family feeds, because they're like, you know what, we're just going to stay in our lane, and we're a social media platform, and we just need to start showing people. Stop showing them BuzzFeed videos, because that's not what they want to see. They don't want to see videos from businesses. They want to see videos from friends and family, or they want to see pictures from friends and family and posts from friends and family. So they just threw in the towel. They stopped competing with YouTube entirely and said, we're just going to do our own thing, which is great. But now YouTube is going back to being YouTube. So what I'm saying, like, these 4,000 hours that are required is literally like OG YouTube. It's like what YouTube used to be. So when I say that it's a good thing, it's because they're weeding out people who are just throwing up viral videos of their cats once a year and thinking that they're going to be able to monetize that. And it's not fair when people like you who are making videos on a consistent basis aren't able to partake simply because you don't have a viral video. Like, they're looking for content creators, people who are serious about creating content on their platform and are going to attract an audience. Because remember, YouTube is a business. YouTube is looking out for YouTube. They want people to create things so that people stay on YouTube, not so that they watch a 30-second clip of a cat and then move on about their day, right? They want people who are creating good content on their platform. So this is a good thing for all of you guys, because you have a great opportunity, one, to be one of the first people in your industry to be monetized, because like I said, the majority of people that are monetized right now are going to be tech people, beauty and lifestyle bloggers, there's some health bloggers, and then like people who play video games all day, right? But there's not a lot of people who are in coaching or consulting or personal development world, you know, who are monetized. So there's a great opportunity for you there. But make use of what YouTube is rolling out, the community tab, where it sort of works like Instagram. Like that's kind of how I'm equating it. So anything that I post on Instagram, I just need to remember to post it on YouTube. But anything I post on Instagram, because it's not just videos, you can post images. So as a rule of thumb, tell yourself whatever you post on Instagram, you are going to post in the YouTube community tab. Just make it a rule. It's going to be a thing. Whatever goes on Instagram goes into your YouTube community tab. Now, eventually, probably not, because Instagram is Facebook and then YouTube is YouTube, but it would be nice if somebody made something where it just automatically did it. But for now, you know, it's literally a copy and a paste. Like, it doesn't take too much time. It takes all of 30 seconds. You can do this. So start to utilize that platform, because YouTube's going to take notice of the people who are making use of the things that are available to them. So the community tab. The second thing is live streaming. Live streaming on YouTube is actually a thing. They are giving preference to people who are live streaming. Like, when I say preference, I mean they're going to show it to your subscribers more when you go live on YouTube. So when possible, go live. It doesn't have to be, you know, this elaborate thing, but go live. But don't make it dumb either. I had no other way to say that. Don't make it dumb. But don't make it like, hey, I'm walking. Let me tell you about my mother. If you guys are friends with my mom on Facebook, my mom puts everything on Facebook. It is hilarious. Like, the other day, she literally filmed herself on Facebook, like, working out. And I'm like, oh my God, my mom is going to be like a viral video of some, like, they're going to make fun of her, because it's just, it was hilarious for those of you guys who, I can't see any of your comments. Oh, wait, maybe I need to scroll down. Sorry, I wasn't scrolling down properly. So anyway, but the point is that my mom she'll live stream a walk. She'll literally, like, this will be her phone, and she'll like be going on a walk, and she'll smile, and then she'll just be walking. Don't do that. Don't do that on YouTube. Don't do what my mother does. You know, create good content for your people, is what I'm saying. All right, let me see if I was not looking at this. So let me scroll up to look at whatever questions, because I wasn't able to see them. Laketa says, what is 4,000 lifetime hours? 4,000 hours of watch time, meaning that people have watched 4,000 hours of your videos. It doesn't have to be one person, right? So if you have, let's pretend, I'm trying to, just for number's sake, if you have 100 videos that are 4 minutes long, I don't even know how to calculate that. So if you have 100 videos that are 4 hours long, you have 400 hours of content on the internet. So then if you have 400 hours of content, you would need 10 people to watch all 400 hours of those. But since there's so many people watching YouTube anyway, like, every 20 seconds counts, right? So every time somebody clicks on your video and they watch 30 seconds, that's going to go into your lifetime watch hours. So you just want to create a lot of content so that people can watch a lot of your videos, and all of those accumulate. So I hope that that is making more sense. Yes, Cassandra, the more videos you make, the more watch time. Yep. 1,500 for you. Yes, but it's very easy to get 1,500 watch hours in a year. Like, seriously, if you create enough content, 1,100, and you're consistently doing it, I mean, if you think about that, that's just a little bit over 100 hours per month. That's not a lot. If you're creating on a consistent basis, which I'll talk about consistency in a little bit. But the next part, so we talked about community tabs, the next thing is live streams, and then they are going to roll out that new, like, Snapchat like feature thing I don't know when. They said 2018 when I talked to Pierre. So he said 2018 they're going to roll out that Snapchat feature thing. So when that comes out, use that too. And maybe that will be the time when you can, you know, go on your walks or whatever the case is. All right, and then not lastly, because I added one thing. So consistency is really important if you want to get more watch time, which is what Cassandra was saying. Like, ultimately, the more videos you post, the more watch time you're going to get. Yes, absolutely, because the more videos you post, the more your subscribers or new people will find them, and then so that accumulates. And like I said, every, you know, like few seconds counts. So if somebody only watches 30 seconds, that's okay, because you want it to go to that total watch time, but just be really, really consistent with your YouTube videos and stagger them. So I'm going to suggest like making 1 4-minute like short video a week, and then 1 like 20-minute video a week. You know, and you can kind of test this out to see kind of what works best for you. Like, you can look on the back end to see what your watch time is, and it'll be really fun to see it grow. Like, I think that's what this is. It's going to be really fun to see that watch time grow. Somebody else asked a question. Okay, good. You're welcome. Should you start? Yeah, I mean, share old videos if they are pertinent, obviously, right? So this is also a good time to talk about evergreen content, right? So you want to create videos that are relevant to the current times. I call that launch leveraging. So let's say, for example, so like this video, for example, is a launch leveraged video, because everybody on the internet is talking about YouTube and watch time and demonetization. I'm going to throw this up on the internet. I'm going to throw it up on YouTube, and I'm going to have all the keywords and the SEO and all that stuff, because I am leveraging the fact that people are searching for the answer to this demonetization problem. So this is a launch leveraged video. In a couple months, this video may not be relevant. It might, who knows? Let's just say 5 years. In 5 years, this video will not be as relevant, because something new will happen or whatever, and some other social media algorithm will come out. And so this video isn't going to be as relevant in a few years as it is right now, because I'm leveraging the fact that this is what people are Googling, right? So you're actually seeing this happen in real time. However, I've created a video on like SMART goals. That is an evergreen video. People will forever be searching for SMART goals on the internet. How to create SMART goals. Every single day, I get like 10 people signing up to my list from that video. Like, just one video, at least I know at least 10 people are watching it, right? About 10 to 12 people are watching that video, because I'm getting notifications that they are signing up to my email list because they're downloading SMART goals like PDF thing that I put inside of that video, right? So that is evergreen content. So balance it out, launch leverage whatever's happening. So maybe in December, which I miserably failed at, by the way, Vlogust is a launch, or no, yeah, Vlogmas. Vlogmas is a launch leverage video. Like, I'm leveraging Vlogmas and Christmas, and so I'm talking about all these things, and I'm videoing every day, which I did not do. Just because I just didn't, no excuses. But that's a launch leveraged sort of thematic type of video. This video here, launch leverage. But evergreen content is the kind of content that is recurring. So if you want to share old videos, just make sure that those old videos are videos that are still relevant today. Like, you know, don't share like marketing secrets from 2015. Like, that's not going to help anybody. Social media sure is messy, isn't it, Vivian? And Vivian and I do a lot of social media workshops all over town, and it is. And it's something that people don't get. And the cool thing is that we'll always be in business, because it's constantly changing. So that's good. Yes, evergreening your video content. Okay, and then the last thing I want to talk about is playlists, because remember, you want to keep people on your content as much as possible, on your content and on the platform as much as possible, and you can do that by creating strategic playlists. So let's say you are, I don't know, give me any industry. Let's say you're a publicist, right? So you're a publicist, you will have maybe a playlist on how to get PR. Then you might have a playlist on how to become a publicist, and you'll have just a series of videos in each and every one of those playlists. So how to get PR as a new entrepreneur, and there's like 7 different videos for that. And then how to become a publicist, and there's like 7 different videos for that. So does that make sense? Like, relevant playlists will keep people on your content. And the cool thing about playlists is that you can share the link to the playlist on other social media platforms. so that it automatically plays the next video. So now I can take that link of my playlist, I can put it on Twitter, and when somebody clicks on it, now they're gonna watch that video, and then they might be like, oh, I wonder what the next video is, and I wonder what the next video is. So playlists, make sure that you're utilizing iCards and end screen things, because that ups the SEO, but it also keeps people on your content. So the little iCard thing at the top in the back end of YouTube, it's gonna say add iCard, and then you can choose what video, or you can choose a playlist for them to see next or to see at that period of time. And then the end screen is the same thing. You can choose the video or choose, or I think YouTube will choose for you. Like you can have that option for YouTube to choose for you. So there's a lot of different ways, but that's how you kind of SEO it so that you become more searchable, because being socially searchable is really important in today's like day and age. Like in the digital age, being socially searchable is important, but like Instagram is not conducive to searching. Facebook, while you can search, no one is looking there. So you have to be searchable on Google. All right, so I'm gonna jump into questions. You probably, oh, it's in effect now, Natalie. So Natalie asked, when does it go in effect? Now. I think it went into effect like yesterday, because everybody was in a panic this morning getting that email. If it's a trending topic, something like social media, is it okay to create a video to leverage the topic to gain more views? Yeah, but you want to be strategic about that, Laketa, because if it's a popular topic like social media, well, there's probably a lot of people that are doing social media. So you have to figure out what is your competitive advantage. You either need to be first, right? So I'm like one of the first people to maybe talk about this, or you want to come at it from a completely like different sideways kind of angle. You can talk about it, you can just talk, but you have to also remember that if you talk about something that is not in your niche, there's a potential that you would alienate your subscribers and they may unsubscribe. If you've been talking about confidence and building confidence and motivation, and then all of a sudden you're like, how to get more followers on social media, they're gonna be like, this has nothing to do with me, unsubscribe. And that actually does happen, right? Playlist, yes. I didn't think oh, you're welcome. Sorry, I wasn't like scrolling through. Okay, I'm gonna go through these questions at the end. Oh shoot, where did it go? From the post that I did earlier, so that I can answer. Oh, that's not where I wanna go, sorry. Give me a second. In the meantime, talk amongst yourselves. I'm just looking for the questions that people asked in the earlier post. All right, so someone asked, okay, I can't afford a camera and lighting yet. Should I still start your page? Yes, you should. Start with your phone and sunlight. That was from Jeannie. How do I grow my following quickly? That's from Jeannie. You can't. Like people, I don't know why. I really don't know why people think like. I'm so tired of people that are on both ends of the spectrum. People who want to grow followings quickly without doing the work. Like I don't have to judge that, but I will tell you right now. Like if you're just trying to grow following quickly and you're not willing to participate in this process, then it's not for you. Like, I mean, and that's just the truth of the matter. No matter what it is in life, like you want to write a book, but you want to do it all quickly, so it's bad. Like that's not going to be good. You want to go to the Olympics, but you're not willing to get on the track at 5 a.m. every day because you just want to learn how to run fast quickly. Not going to work. If you want to be on YouTube and you're not willing to make videos and you just want to get like 10,000 subscribers in the first 5 minutes, okay, that's not going to work either, right? So please, 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 for the love of all things social, like be willing to participate in the thing that you're wanting to create, like please. And then on the flip side, there are people who are like, I don't know how this happened. I don't know how I got 5 million subscribers. Yeah, you do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't pretend like you didn't prepare for this in some way. Now, maybe there was an opportunity that happened to happen and you showed up for it, but you showed up for it. Like, you know what I mean? And let's give credit to the fact that you said yes to an opportunity to film something when it presented itself, because you could have said no. So nothing is random. No one is going to get, 5,000 subscribers in a day randomly, like without a good video. Like the video could just really be that good. I don't know if you guys saw that one video. It's his name is Kellen Reacts, and a lot of you guys probably saw this, and he literally films himself reacting to like food tutorials, like how to make cornbread, and some people were like putting like weird things in the cornbread, and so he's there like, I don't know how you can gentrify cornbread. Hilarious. If you haven't seen these videos, his name is Kellen Reacts, and he was on Ellen, and he said, you know, he filmed the video, and then all of a sudden overnight he got like 6,000 followers, and he was like, you know, I'm from Kansas and that doesn't normally happen. But he had to actually show up. Like, he had to get his camera out, he had to put it out, he did some editing because he had to splice the two together. So it didn't just randomly happen to him. He put in whatever work he needed to put in for it to happen. So nothing is ever random. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Good. Lots of people ready to, okay, can you give me tips for more professional looking videos? What camera do you use? So right now I'm obviously using just a webcam, but when it comes to my actual YouTube videos, I use a Canon 70D. That is my favorite camera to use. But if you're just getting started, the Canon 70D is like a mid-grade camera. So I would get started with a Canon T6i or Canon I think they have a T7i now, but the truth of the matter is it's not really so much in the body of the camera, it's in the lens. And so the lens that I use is the Sigma 30mm. It has a 1.4 f-stop, and that's really where the magic happens. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I love the soft focus, I love that, you know, depth of field when you can't see it now because I'm on a webcam, but in my videos and like the background is like, you know, blurred out. That's not because of the camera, that's because of the lens. And so you want a really wide open aperture. I mean, this is really technical, but you really want like a really wide open aperture in order to get that. So if you're just getting started, and you're like trying to save up for a good camera, get the Canon, the Canon T series. I'm gonna suggest the T6i or above. And then when you can, get the lens that all the YouTube bloggers use this. Like the YouTube bloggers, like it's the Canon, the Sigma 30mm 1.4 f-stop lens. That's like the magic lens that everyone uses. So that was for Carla, who asked. And then everybody else is just like, didn't start yet. So that's it. So I hope that made some sense. Right, Vivian? He was so funny. I wake up in the middle of the night, not frequently, but probably once or twice a week. And when I wake up in the middle of the night, like I literally watch funny YouTube videos. It's Kellen Reacts, Miranda Sings, you know, I like just watch those YouTube videos, like, or videos from them or I'll watch like Jimmy Kimmel, like snippets from Jimmy Kimmel. To get your videos found, do you recommend outsourcing the SEO? No. I mean, unless you really want to, but I mean, it takes like 5 minutes. Like it's not like a long process. I mean, you could outsource the SEO, but I just went through the SEO in step number 2. So you could outsource it, but I feel like it would just be a waste of time. Because honestly, I feel like you would have to pre-SEO it. And this is like the first 24 hours are the most important for your YouTube video. So as soon as that video goes up, you want to have all of the SEO in there. So you don't want to like create the video, upload it, then send it to somebody to do the SEO, you know, because it might take them a day or two because you've already lost what YouTube considers the golden hours. So the golden hours are the first 24 hours of a YouTube being posted. You want to get as many eyeballs on that video as you possibly can. Send it to your email list, put a link on Instagram, put a link on your blog, share it on Twitter, share it 5 times a day on Twitter, put it in your Facebook group, put it on your Facebook page, put it on your business page, put it everywhere where somebody can link and watch the video because that first 24 hours is the most critical. That's when YouTube wants to see how well your video is actually doing to the audience. So I say there's just no reason to like outsource. Do you guys like my shirt? It's my Kajabi hero shirt. When I use Kajabi, if you guys don't know, and every time you reach like a benchmark, they send you like a new outfit piece or something. So I have like a hat, I have a t-shirt, I actually have 2 t-shirts, they sent me 2 by accident. I have a hoodie. I think that may be the only 3 things that you can get. No, but anyway. All right, so I hope that answered all of your questions. This was literally like an hour, longer than I was anticipating, but hopefully that helps ease some of your fears when it comes to these 4,000 hours. Listen, we're on a mission. Team, get 4,000 hours as quick as possible. I don't even know how to hashtag that. Hashtag team 4,000 hours. So remember, if you utilize the tips that we talked about here, you'll get there a lot quicker. You just have to be strategic about it. Okay, so be very, very strategic about the videos you create so that you can reach that number and then create more videos. If anything, create more videos. Thank you so much for the hearts and for the likes and for joining me. I always try to create good content for you guys, and I always want you guys to succeed, especially when it comes to social media. So anytime I can create stuff like this for you, I'm happy to do it. Just let me know if you need anything else. And I am off to do what it is I'm off to do. So like I said, this replay, if you need to see it again, it's not going to be in the A-List Entrepreneurs. It's going to be on my YouTube channel. So you can catch it there. Other than that, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Bye.